Okay, we're about to start stage 4 of our build, and I just took down the skeletons from last year, and they were in a heap up in the rafters. They had a collapse. A lot of limbs are, the glue let go. There's limbs off. So there's a lot of repair work to be done. So what I decided is I need to store them better rather than trying to stand them all up or stack them. Here's the guy having his drink. Look at the fade on the pumpkin after 1 year. Look at it. So I decided I'm going to kind of hang them up like you would a collection of suits. I'll hang them by the neck from a loop on a long rod in an area where they won't get knocked around. So somewhere up above, I'll find a space. This is, there's nothing broken, but it's a lot of repair work to do. So I don't want to have to do this every year. Okay, so we're ready to start stage 4, which is the witches area. So we come through the arch. And just to show you how I would lay this out, this is a fairly small stage. This is the area I'm going to use, right next to the neighbor's driveway, leading to the next arch, which takes you into the cemetery zone. So the first thing I do is put down the next arch and figure out where it's going to be, estimating how much space I'm going to need, which is quite a bit over here, using the whole lawn this year. And then I mark out the pathway with this white string here, starting at the entranceway, and then a tight curve leading to the next archway. That's a very short marking this time, but I peg it into the ground so it doesn't move. And that shows me I have space right there for one inflatable. And down here, I was forced to move the archway away from the driveway a bit because of this sunken area next to the water valve or whatever it is in the ground. So it's a bit of a trip hazard, so I don't want people tripping. So I got them up here on the flat ground. Now, the wiring, this big yellow wire coming in, that is the one power feed for this entire section. So it arrives at the section and it branches out. I'll tack this into the ground, nobody's going to trip over it. This comes over here and picks up the inflatable arch. It's also going to pick up the lights that are going to go in that tree. And then it branches down into the corner into a multi-plug to give me lots of outlets down here. And I'm going to need them. Over here, let's get back to our main input again. We have a green wire that runs across this entranceway. Again, I'll peg it down and comes over into another multi-plug, which gives us a lot of outlets over here. So we have 10 outlets along this side, and I can add more if I need to. The 3 witches in the cauldron will be right here in the corner, and that'll be good to seal that off. So that's essentially how I do it. To bring up this entire section, all I got to do is turn off one cord. This archway is on the next section's power, which is temporarily just run over here. School bus going by. So now that we have all our power and we have our pathway marked out, I only need to do one half of it. The other half is going to bend over and come all the way in along here. So I only just need to mark out one half this time. Now that I have all that done, I generally know what it is I'm going to do here, and I can start building. Alright, so here we are at the end of another day. Stage 4 is coming along, the witches area. So we just go in through the entrance. Hello, Miss Witch. And if we look on one side, we've got a couple witches and a cat and a pumpkin. And up in the tree, if you can see them, I don't know if the camera's picking that up very good, purple lights. Right here is going to be the pool middle pumpkin. In the corner is going to be the demon skeleton, and then the pool middle bat, and then it's a golfing scene. And then we have some witches and a cat back here. And over in this corner is going to be a big tall witch, but the pump is not firing right now. And then that'll take you out of the witches area. So that is the end of another day. Here we are after another day of working in the witches area. Let's go in and see what's done. We'll start here and just go around. 2 little witches on the side. black cat on the pumpkin. I've got the perimeter fencing all done. There's our pool noodle pumpkin. He looks a lot better at night. Here's our new demon skeleton guy. And I gave him a battle axe to hold, make him look even scarier. And he's standing in front of a big red floodlight, so hopefully at night now that'll make him look like the fires of hell. And here's our new pool noodle bat. That looks awesome at night too. Flickering away. In this dead spot here, that's going to be our skeleton golfing scene. And here's our black cat. And our group of witches around the cauldron. And then you would go out through the next archway into the graveyard. Our big tall witch should be right here, and her pump is still not working. And I got to figure out why. So, but that's it for today. And here we are at the end of stage 4. It's a beautiful night here. So we got everything up. The other night when I filmed the end of stage 3, I must have had humidity on the lens. It was real blurry. But everything was soaked and I was sweating. So there's the entrance. There's the house. I added some more orange and I got a banner put up there for now. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, here, you can sort of see it. Happy Halloween. Everything else is the same. As leaves fall off the tree, you see more and more of the lights up there. Up in the tunnel of lights, we got the clear white hands hanging up there now. Not much else changed down there. One set of pathway markers is in, pathway lights. There we are, ghosts and pumpkin. There's the tunnel of lights. There's Dracula. His nose looks funny. Oh, that was cool. There it is. There's his profile. Looks like Terminator when he goes with the red eye. All right, so let's go on in and see the witches area. There's the big pumpkin waiting to get you. There's the boys having their cookout. I won't go too fast here now. There's Sam. I got one side done in lights this year instead of just both sides because it's such a long pathway. I don't have enough lights to do it. But it does look nice. We'll move on now. Got a little willow put in. There's going to be a lot more trees going in right behind the pumpkin patch there. There's the King of Halloween. Yes, sir. That's what Halloween means to me right there, right in that one shot. It's for the kids. Our display is definitely kid friendly. We don't do a lot of gore or anything like that. And here we finally arrive at the witches area. This is stage 4 of our build. There's 2 more stages to come. But this is the witches area. We'll start right here this time. That is where the 10-foot witch is supposed to be, but we're ordering a new fan. So that side has all been left. That's where she's going. That's the entrance to the cemetery. That's the next stage. That'll be stage 5. Here's the witches. The black cat. The golfers have arrived, but they're not finished yet. I got to get the pumpkin down and put them in the right spot. They're not quite right. There's the bat. There's the demon skeleton. He's cool. And there's the pumpkin. Let's go see the demon. What's he saying? He's saying rock on. That's what he's saying. Yeah. Let's see if I can get a shot of him. There he is. I gave him the big battle axe. So anybody gets out of line, that's what you get. So chop. Nice big red floodlight on him, or spotlight, whatever you call it. I guess that's a floodlight. Anyway, here's the pumpkin. Around the other side. The two little witches and the cat on the pumpkin. And that right there is the end of stage 4. Hope you enjoy that one. There's the lights up in the tree. Hope you have a good night. Cheers.